I'm so independent, and I'm starting to find that men don't like that.
Can we let the strong, independent narrative die with our generation, please?
I'm tired of not being a wife. Like, I'm sick and tired of not being a wife.
People always ask me, why are you still single? Why haven't you been wifed up yet? I'm a career-oriented.
Strong, independent women can be strong by themselves. They're not welcome in a man's peaceful world.
Never tell a man that you don't need him. You show him that you don't need him.
I am single at 31, and that is definitely not something I ever thought I would be saying.
This is a message for my future husband. I cannot believe that I still have to navigate situations like this all by myself.
Many of them now are looking for husbands. It looks like time won again. It caught up to them. Kindly subscribe to the channel, as it is our sole form of support. Thank you.
One thing I love about being single is how people will dead ass look you in the eye and be like, you should just enjoy this time. You should enjoy it. It'll be fun. Enjoy being single. And then they'll proceed to go home to their family, their baby and their husband and make little fucking muffins and cuddle up and watch a movie. I'm like, yeah, I bet you think I should enjoy it. It's so fun.
If there's anybody out there that wants to make me a stay-at-home wife, speak now. Speak now. Because I'm tired of this, Grandpa. I'm so tired.
I came to the conclusion, I don't want to work no more. I don't want to be a hardworking woman. I don't know who signed us up to be independent and hardworking, but y'all can have it. I don't want to. I don't want to. I want a soft girl life. I want to wake up, make me a smoothie, go to the gym, come home, clean, read me a book, and, have my man pay the bills. And soft girl life. I'm not a hardworking woman. No more. I quit. I give up.
If anything, feminism signed women up for independence, and now many of them are realizing they hate it because they're stuck working jobs they don't enjoy. The reality of having to handle everything, bills, responsibilities and careers, has made some resent the very independence they once fought for. Now, many are longing for the soft life, which is essentially the traditional life where a man takes care of all their problems, including financial stability and emotional support. What's interesting is that this realization often comes when they hit a wall, burnout, financial struggles, or just feeling overwhelmed with life. Suddenly, the independence they celebrated doesn't seem as freeing anymore, and they find themselves wishing for the stability and support of a traditional partnership.
I just hope that even if God never sends me a husband, I still continue to trust him. Yeah.
I am so tired of being a strong, independent Black woman. Can somebody's son please come free me? I don't want to do it no more. But for real, I don't want to do it, except in the applications right now.
Who's going to tell women that only 5% of the men in the world are over 6 feet tall and only 1% of the world's population earns over $250,000 per year? Who going to tell them?
Well, men have been trying to tell women for years that their standards and expectations are unrealistic, but instead of adjusting, it seems to have made many of them even more delusional. A lot of these women are walking through life with a head full of fantasies, believing they're entitled to the perfect man, tall, rich, handsome, emotionally available, and willing to cater to their every need. They don't seem to realize that this dream guy either doesn't exist or is so rare that not every woman can have him. What makes it worse is that these expectations often have no basis in reality. They've been fueled by social media, movies, and the constant stream of validation they get online, leading them to believe they deserve the best without putting in the effort to match what they want. They overlook good, genuine men because they don't fit the fantasy, and then complain later about the lack of good men when they're still chasing a checklist that no real person can meet.
So I've always claimed to be a strong, independent woman, and I have come to terms with the fact today that I, in fact, am not a strong, independent woman. And I no longer claim to be, and I no longer aim to be, and I no longer think it's a cool thing to be, because for the first time in my life, I had a mouse in my apartment, and it's been here for some time, and it was not getting caught, and I finally caught it today.
I'm tired of not being a wife. Like, I'm sick and tired of not being a wife. I'm sick and tired of doing everything myself. I want to be like, oh, my husband got that. My husband gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm tired of it. I want somebody else to do it. I want to sit back and be a lady and not have to be a man all the time or handle things like a man. Like, I want to be a lady. Like, where is my husband at? Where are you? You know what? I am so tired of you playing games with me. Wait till you come get me. Leaving me out here with these dang on gremlins. Come get me, boo-boo. Don't you love me? No!
Whenever women say things like this, you just have to wonder what their 20s were like. She's claiming she's tired of not being a wife, but if being a wife was really her goal, she would have worked toward it as she grew older. Instead of spending her time focusing on building the qualities that make a great partner, she might have been chasing the so-called fun of independence, dating around, partying, and building rosters. Now, after years of treating relationships as optional or secondary, she's realizing that the men she ignored or overlooked have moved on. Becoming a wife isn't something that magically happens because you hit a certain age or because you suddenly decide you're ready. It requires effort, self-awareness, and growth over time. If she spent her 20s focusing on herself while expecting the perfect man to appear later, she's only now seeing the consequences of those choices. Regret hits hard when reality doesn't match the fantasy.
Listen, one thing your girl is going to do is she's going to do some self-evaluation, okay? And lately I've been doing a lot of that, all right? Because I've been having a lot of time by myself because being single, oh, God. Anyway, that's another story. But I realize that I am hyper independent, okay? I am so self-sufficient. I got it. I'm so INDEP. Like, no, I don't want to do that anymore, okay? HELPME me. Like, no, give me the soft life. Come help me. Come save me. Come, because I'm tired of this. I'm tired. I'm literally tired. No, like, I'm legit tired.
All of my life's problems stem from the fact that I don't have a chubby, nerdy man who's paying all my bills and paying for my Pokemon card addiction and paying for my arcade addiction, and who's a family man and understands what I do and would want to cuddle all day. It's all because I don't have a chubby man in my life. I don't have a husband. I'm hitting the wall. I'm almost 27. Where is my chubby, cuddly husband? Where are you?
Stop! Sounds to me like all she's looking for is a father, or maybe even a sponsor. Someone to fund her lifestyle, someone to be her personal bank, to pay for her Pokemon addiction, and handle all her problems. But the real question is, what exactly is she giving that man in return? If she expects a man to provide everything, she should also be asking herself what value she's bringing to his life. Is she offering support, peace, or companionship? Or is she just expecting him to foot the bill while she contributes nothing meaningful in return?
Imagine being a woman in your 30s and up, and you're walking around just like with this like flex, and you're just so proud of yourself. I'm a strong, independent woman. Oh, yes, I am. You're screaming it on top of the world. Heffa, you're 30 and up. You're supposed to be independent. You're an adult. You're adulting. Why are you so proud that you have a job and you pay your own bills and you have a place to live? That's what you're supposed to do. Are we supposed to give you a pat on the back for being an adult? Cut the
Anybody else been doing everything by themselves their whole entire life and they're sick and tired of that crap? Sick and tired of doing every single thing alone? So tired of always having no one to do anything with? So tired of being super independent? I'm sick of it. I'm over it. I don't feel like dating myself anymore. I don't care to do it. I don't want to go out solo. I don't want to go out alone. I want to do it with somebody else. And I'm not talking about friends. I want to do it with a partner. I'm so tired of doing things by myself every single time. I grew up an only child. I've done everything by myself my whole entire life. Every time I have something nervous and scary to do, I always have to overcome it by myself, figure it out by myself. Yes, this is great. This is awesome. Amazing things to learn. Being independent is totally cool. But there comes a point in life where you don't want to do everything by yourself anymore, where you're ready to do things with your partner, with that person who's meant for you. I don't want to live this life alone anymore. I don't want to live alone anymore. I don't want to go to the grocery store every single time alone. I don't want to have to figure out all my problems alone. I don't want to go through everything alone. I want to have someone there that's there for me. That's my husband that I can process everything with. I want to experience things together. I want to see the world together. I'm tired of solo traveling. I want to go over to Europe with my forever partner and experience that together. I want to see sunsets together. I want to see new things together. I want to go swim in the ocean together. I'm tired of doing it by myself. It's been cool. It's been great experiences and I'm so grateful for it. But there comes a time where you don't want to do it by yourself anymore. It gets old. You get tired of it. You get burnt out of it.
What she's describing is the loneliness that often comes with being an independent woman. A lot of women claim they're fine being by themselves, but let's be real, that's just a coping mechanism. Deep down, many of them yearn for the closeness and connection that comes with having a man in their lives. They want someone to share their successes with, to confide in during tough times, and to create a sense of partnership and belonging. Independence may bring financial stability or a sense of achievement, but it doesn't replace the emotional fulfillment that comes from a loving relationship. Many women who say they're happy alone are just masking the emptiness they feel when there's no one to share life's highs and lows with. The irony is that while they've spent years building independence, they often ignored the need to nurture meaningful relationships. This loneliness isn't just a side effect, it's the result of choices that placed independence above connection, leaving them longing for the intimacy they once brushed aside.
I'm confused what I'm doing wrong here. People always ask me, why are you still single? Why haven't you been wifed up yet? I'm a career-oriented woman. I'm kind and deeply, arguably too empathetic with others. I'm financially responsible. I have a great relationship with my family. I'm creative and I have passions that I love to do. I love my independent time and I respect boundaries. I'm deeply intuitive, self-aware, and in touch with my feelings. Yet I continue to attract people who don't ever want commitment. They just want to be casual or they just want to be friends. And it makes me wonder, what am I missing? I have so much love to give. And despite being hurt repeatedly in my life, I still open myself up to be vulnerable and to have heartbreak. People like me initially, but then I'm missing something, I guess. I'm tired of being told that I'm too much. And I'm not love bombing either. And I'm one of the only women in my family who's unmarried without children. Everyone else is getting married.
It's just crazy. It's been a rough month for me. And I got COVID. Somebody help me. I'm so tired of being an independent woman sometimes. Sometimes, I just want to be taken care of. You know, my whole life, I've just been so independent.
Am I the only person, completely struggling? Am I the only one? Because I've been single a very long time.
Being alone, having no one there to talk to as you age, no kids.
Not get it twisted. I am a strong, independent woman. But I would love to wake up to a good morning text.
Well, congratulations, ladies. You've played yourselves. This cry for help isn't out of genuineness. It's just them being tired of being a functioning adult, that's all. It's about escaping the grind they've created for themselves. They're exhausted from being self-sufficient and now want someone to step in and make it easier. But that's not how relationships work. You can't just opt out of adulting and expect someone else to pick up the slack. The problem is, they've forgotten that being in a relationship isn't about finding someone to rescue you from your own choices. It's about two people building a life together, not one person being expected to carry the weight of the other's exhaustion. They'll continue searching for someone to fix their problems instead of fixing the mindset that got them here in the first place.
Today, I'm here for my younger sisters, ladies in their 20s and early 30s. What I'm about to tell you is the same mistake some of us made growing up, okay? You see those guys that you are rejecting today because they are not up to your standard, because you think they cannot offer you what you want today. They are the same guys that you are going to be dragging in some few years to come. It's it's surprising. Some of the guys that we rejected growing up, today when you see them, they are doing so well. They are doing extremely well. And I don't want you to make that same mistake. In as much as education is important, I believe that as women, okay, when you get to a certain stage in life, you need a man. But when you get to that stage and you are looking for a man, to get a genuine man becomes very difficult. If you are well-to-do, somebody will come your way because of what you have. Okay? And at the end, most at times, it doesn't end well. But when you pick up a relationship now, okay, all you need to know is, like, this guy, does he have a future? Once he's doing something to better his life, trust me, it's going to work out. I know most of us think that, or most of you be thinking that, oh, those guys, you stay with them, and at the end, when things are okay for them, they move on. Not all of them. The wise ones don't do that. Pick up a relationship, okay, with your age mate, or a guy that is a year, 2 or 3 older than you, okay? If you want 5, do you get it? And build a life or a future with this person. It's going to work. It will work. It's not, when you talk to most ladies in their late 30s, 40s and above, let me tell you, they'll tell you the exact thing I'm telling you today. When you are young, you have so many guys coming your way. It's not the same when you are getting to your late 30s. You don't. Most women in their late 30s don't get it that easily. So please, take this advice and give it a thought. Ciao.
What this woman is saying is absolutely true. Many women today who reject the good, nice guy end up regretting it in their later years. And she's here warning them ahead of time, trying to make them see the consequences before it's too late. But just look at all these modern women now who are screaming and begging for a good man, and yet they still can't find them. They've spent their younger years dismissing the men who would have treated them with respect, kindness and loyalty, while chasing after the wrong types of men, those who couldn't offer the stability or long-term commitment they now crave. The problem is, by the time they realize what they truly need, the men who would have been a perfect match have already moved on. It's a sad reality many of them will have to face, and it's one that could have been avoided if they had taken a different approach when they had the chance. They'll look back, maybe in their 30s or 40s, and realize the men they once pushed away were the ones who could have built something meaningful with them. They might try to settle for what's left, but it's not the same. The connection they once had with those nice guys can't just be recreated, and the regret will be there, lingering in the background.